Welcome into another episode of Looking for Prints. I'm Brad, behind the camera, as always, Riley.
Hey!
So, today we're going to be answering a few questions I had, like, what are warrior cats? And how much does my daughter actually love Harry Potter? And does she really know how to tell time on an analog clock?
I do!
I'm not so sure about that.
I do.
All these questions are going to be answered today because we have a special print we got to get done for my niece before my in-laws go up to visit her and my nephew in a few weeks. So let's go over to the laptop, let's go find our prints and find out what a warrior cat is, and let's go print something. Before we headed over to the laptop, I wanted to show you guys the colors we're going to be using for the clock today. I've got 3 bamboo colors, black, white, and green. And then I've got this elegant orange that we're going to be using as well. Here's the clock we're going to be printing out for my niece. Let's go ahead and open it up in Bamboo Studios. We chose the 4-color clock just because I don't have 2 AMSs, so I can't do 6 colors. I can only do 4, but that's all right. I think it'll look just fine with 4 colors. I'm not too worried about it, but let's take a look. All right, we will have to move the purge cube, just like on, if you saw the episode with my mom's birthday gift with the Stitch clock. This is the same designer. So let's take a look here. I want to make sure we're not running off the edge here. Let's preview this print. 167 grams or 162 grams for the model, 23 for the purge, 4 for the tower, 191 grams total. The black, we're going to be using a total of 128 grams of filament. The orange will be 43 grams. The white will be 12 grams. And the green, 6.32 grams. There are 31 filament changes and 5 hours and 5 minutes of total print time. Let's go ahead and send this over. Make sure our colors match up to what we want. Looks good to me. Let's print this plate. I'll see you guys back 5 hours. We'll take this off the plate. I already got the clock parts for this print. So when this comes off the build plate, we can go ahead and assemble the clock. And then I want to try to find maybe a couple more items, maybe one more item that we can print my niece to just give her. I don't know if it'll necessarily be Warrior Cats themed, but maybe we can find, you know, something else. So I'll see you guys back 5 hours. 5 hours, 5 minutes, 191 grams of total filament. Here is our print. Let's go ahead and take this off the plate. Oh my, it's really on there. Let me put you guys down. Oh my, okay, there we go. Got it released. Got it off the plate here. This one came out pretty good. Here's the purge cube for that as well. It's pretty small, pretty light. So not much waste there. I do have the clock mechanism for this, so let's go ahead and put the clock together and see how it looks. If you saw the previous, probably it's going to be a couple episodes back, my mom's birthday episode, you saw the clock mechanism that we bought. That's the clock mechanism that ended up working for this print as well. I'll have a link in the description below, but it came with 2 of these. I think it was $8 for 2 of these. Not a bad price. So just put the metal bracket over here and then the plastic washer. I've showed this to you guys before. If you want, check out that video and you'll be able to see me put that one together also. And then we're going to go ahead and put this washer on and just tighten it down. That'll tighten the gears and everything on the back down, including the wall, the part that hangs onto the wall. Okay, got those on there. Now, my daughter picked out these hands for this. It was either this or I think we had some gold ones, but the gold ones are a little too short for this print. So I think we're going to go with the black, but it's got a red second hand, which is kind of cool. There's only one way to put these hands on. So there's it's going to go hour hand first, minute hand second, second hand on top last. All right, hour hand first. There we go. There's one hand. Next is the second hand. See how it's a smaller hole. It can only go onto the top right here. Or I'm sorry, minute hand. It can only go onto the top right here. That first level. And then the second hand sits into the very, very top, like so. There we go. Hopefully she likes it. I think she'll like it. And then there's that nice wall hanger, like I said, on the clock mechanism. So this second hand might be a little slow because the battery might be a little old. I just wanted to make sure everything worked.
Yeah, the battery's old.
So, all right, let's go over to the laptop. I think I know what I'm going to be printing next. So let's go over there, take a look at our next print. For our next print, being that Warrior Cats is a book, basically, I thought it appropriate. Let's do a bookmark. So I came across this one, this bookmark right here. It looks like a cool, really cool bookmark. I'm kind of intrigued because it looks like it blends colors, maybe. I mean, see the blending and the shading? That's pretty cool, in my opinion. Black, purple, pink, yellow. It does use 5 colors. We may have to adjust that and forego a color, but let's take a look at what the primary colors are and see if we can get around not using one color. Okay, let's go ahead and let's preview this print and see what it's going to look like. All right, so it looks like black, purple, red. I don't see a lot of purple here, to be honest. The slice makes it so we can see what colors we're using. A lot of black, a lot of white, a lot of yellow, more red than purple. Purple looks like it's just here. It could be in the shading to make some of these shades, but I think we can forgo the purple. Let's click off the purple and we'll go with black for that. All right, so we are at, what do we got here? We have 15 grams of filament for the model, 1.96 for purge, 0.87 grams of filament for the tower, for a total of 17.83 grams of filament, 4 filament changes, 1 hour, 27 minutes. Send this off to the printer, hour, 27 minutes. We'll come back and we'll see how it looks. I don't know what the print time was on. I think a little over an hour, but here's our bookmark. And actually, that's kind of cool. But yeah, that came out really cool. I don't know how they did the blending on that, how they changed colors, because that's not white. That's, yeah, that's pretty cool. I got to give it to them. This one, I wasn't expecting much, but very cool print. All right, let me get this cleaned up. We'll take a look at our next print. All right, print crew. So we're moving on to our next print. Before we go over to the laptop though, I wanted to go over the colors we're going to be using for this next print. So blue, we're going to be using our bamboo. This is like a cobalt blue. And then we're going to be using this gray here, also bamboo. Loaded up in already, we'll leave our black and our white in. I'm going to be pulling out this yellow because I don't need it, and the red as well. So I'm going to put these two in the AMS, and then we'll go over to the laptop and I'll show you what that next print's going to be. This one, it's going to be for Riley though. So let's meet over at the laptop. Let's dive into the next print. What I'm going to be printing Riley is going to be this Harry Potter clock. When she saw my niece's clock being printed out, she was like, hey, I need a clock, and I don't know how to tell time with a digital clock, and I'd love to learn, she was telling me.
I know how to tell time on an analog clock.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
Don't listen to her. She's brushing her teeth. She's hysterical right now. She doesn't know how. So let's go ahead and open this up in bamboo. I'm excited because, like I said, she'll be able to have a clock in her room and be able to learn to tell time on an analog clock. So let's get going. Much like that bookmark, it looks like it's going to be mixing the colors in, which is kind of cool. I like that. So 66.31 grams of filament for the clock, 1.66 grams for the purge, 0.78 grams for the tower, 68.75 grams total, 5 hours, 55 minutes of total print time. Let's go ahead and print the plate. We'll stop talking about it. We'll print it. Let's make sure, yeah, A4s are gray, A1s are black, A3s are blue, A2s are white. Looks good to me. Send it off. I will check back on this probably tomorrow. I don't think I'll be doing it tomorrow morning as I have work in the morning. So it'll probably be when I get home from work. we'll check back on this and see how it came out. All right, I'll see you guys in the morning. 5 hours, 55 minutes, 69 grams of filament. Our clock is done. Kind of surprised all of us. It's pretty thin, but I think once we put the mechanism pieces on here, it'll make it thicker and it'll kind of make more sense. So let me get this off the build plate. This came out pretty cool. Kind of just amazing what you can do with like how they're color blending.
I'm pretty sure it's color theory. I'm not sure though.
All right, let me get this assembled here. Let's go ahead and put this bad boy together. So I got this assembled. You guys have seen it before. The metal bracket that holds it to the wall, a plastic washer. This feels more like a rubber washer. They call it a plastic rubber in the instructions. This one's a little different. This is the clock mechanism my father-in-law bought, and it didn't fit the my niece's print, so I thought I'd use it for Riley's clock here. All right, I just tightened down that brass nut right here. Now I'll have Riley pick out some clock hands here. Looks like we have like a shorter set and a longer set here. No second hand. Well, you got to learn to tell time first.
I know how to tell time.
Nope. See, you're already messed up.
Well, I'm just looking at the sides.
Oh,
Would you leave me alone?
Okay, so we're gonna go with the longer ones. Yes. And then let's put the second hand on. Or the minute hand, not the second hand.
And I don't know how to tell time.
Let's go ahead and put this on now. All right, we got it on there. You just really have to line this screw up so that, or this top right here, make sure you don't cross thread it. No big deal though. Everything seems to work. You move this along and then the hour hand moves. So let's go ahead and get a battery, get it thrown in there. All right, cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, let me get set up for our next print. Okay, for our next print, I need to take out the blue and the white, I believe. And we're gonna replace those with Elegoo orange and Elegoo yellow. Let me get these loaded up into those two slots and I'll get them changed on the screen and then we'll go discuss our next print. Here's the next print I've got going. This bookmark here, black, gray, orange and yellow. Let's open it up in bamboo. Looks good to me. I don't know what any of this means, but it's part of Hogwarts. I'm sure Riley will know. Preview the print. We've got 19.58 grams of filament for the model, 0.98 for the purge, 20.57 grams total, 3 filament changes, 3 hours, 1 minute of print time. Go ahead and print this plate. We will pull this off most likely in the morning and see how it looks. I'll see you guys back then. 3 hours, 21 grams of filament. Here are our bookmarks. Sure how I feel about them? I mean, they look pretty cool. They're different. I mean, different, really. And it's not a bad different, just different. Let me get these off the plate. We'll take a look at them. It kind of looks like there's phases of the moon here. If any of you guys know what this means in Harry Potter lore, let me know. I'm sure Riley knows. But anyways, let's go over to the table and we'll sit down with Riley and we'll take a look at all of this and see what she thinks of the bookmarks and the clock. All right, let's start off here with my niece's stuff. First, her Warrior Cat clock. I can't remember which this one was called.
I've never read it.
Yeah, we've never read the books. I guess she's a big fan of them. The clock came out good, really good actually. Again, like my mom's birthday episode, this clock was made by the same designer that made that clock. And just like that Stitch clock I made for my mom, 4 colors, same exact design, same clock mechanism used. I think it came out perfect. There's no flaws. Whereas my mom had a few flaws like around the 10, but you were hard pressed to try to find it. Just like the other one, a little hanger on the back too, which is cool, can hang on the wall. And what I like about these clock mechanisms in particular, I didn't mention it on my mom's, is that it does have a second hand. I do like that aspect of it, so that if she were like, I don't know, for any reason a kid times themselves, how long can I hold my breath? And then they just time themselves with the second hand. Some kids do, where they need a stopwatch or something. The second hand on there, I kind of like it. The bookmark, I wasn't overly, I'll be honest with you. Full transparency, I'm always honest with you guys. I kind of came up with this last minute on the bookmark. I wasn't overly excited about it until I printed it and saw like the blending on the colors, which Riley, you called was?
I believe it's color theory.
Color theory. And what is color theory?
Color theory is when, say, take fire. If you're drawing, or if you're coloring fire, you would think that the only colors it would have is orange, yellow, and red. But there could be magenta in it to give it life and texture, and it's colors in something that you wouldn't think is in something to give it more detail.
Yeah, but this was only 4 colors: white, red, black, and was it orange that I used? And there's somehow beige in there. There's, you know, different, it's just interesting how the shading is.
What I think happened.
And I don't know if it's a trick of the eyes or if it's, I don't know what happened or how it happened, but it's really cool.
What I think it is the printer laid down a layer of color, and since another layer, the layer on top of it was going to be lighter, it kind of like
bled through.
I think that's what it did.
But yeah, I mean, super cool. Again, to go from something I was like, not too excited about, to see this kind of color print, I'm definitely going to be looking for some more of these. So, and if you guys would like to see more of this kind of coloring here, yeah, drop it in the comments down below. I'll keep looking for stuff like that. Let's go with the bookmarks first. I want to talk about the bookmarks here. The bookmarks, I think, were kind of a similar thing to this, just not as extreme maybe, but there's like shading in here, which is kind of cool. Now, these are Harry Potter bookmarks. They're a set of 4. I don't know what any of it means. You have like, it almost looks like phases of the moon, but then there's like castles, and there's different castles. In the lore of Harry Potter, I'm not sure what any of this is or what it means. I don't know if Riley even knows what it means.
I've got no idea, but they look cool.
Yeah, they look super cool. She's a big time reader, so these will definitely get use out of them. So I think she'll really like them. Well, she's right there. She can, I mean, I think she'll like them.
I like them. They look cool.
All right, last but not least is Riley's clock. This is a completely different design. Again, kind of taking on that shading theme, right? Like, multicolor prints don't have to just be fine lines of, you know, black separating orange, separating white, separating green. They can blend in to make something really cool. I don't know how the designers do it, and I didn't know a printer honestly was capable of such things, but it's really cool that it can do this. Definitely a cool print. We weren't so sure at first when we printed this out if we would like it, because it was super thin. I mean, literally it looked like a piece of cardboard on the build plate, as you guys saw it. But once you put the clock mechanism on here, and this is the one my father-in-law got, and it was just enough to thread it onto there. No second hand on it. I think that's okay. But there are these, ooh, let me peel this off.
No, my clock. I get to peel it off. That's my,
Oh, so satisfying. Zoom in. Zoom in for it.
No.
If you guys have other suggestions, other clocks that you might like to see printed out, I'm trying to get more prints that require a few more things, you know, require clock mechanisms, or require batteries, require some assembly. I'm trying to get more prints like that and try to kind of advance a little bit when it comes to 3D printing to really show what 3D printers are capable of. So if you guys have suggestions, drop them in the comments down below. Make sure to smash that like and subscribe, as it is the best way to help this channel grow and thrive. ABP, always be printing, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.